Have you ever felt like you're trapped in a constant cycle of coughing, throat clearing, and that awful, sticky feeling in your throat? It's not just annoying, it can drain your energy, mess with your sleep, and make even simple conversations feel like a struggle. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people wrestle with stubborn phlegm, not realizing there are simple, effective ways to break free from this frustrating cycle. Here's the kicker, most folks reach for quick fixes, like over-the-counter meds or sugary lozenges, that barely scratch the surface of the problem. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to not only clear the gunk but also improve your overall health, boosting your immunity, soothing your throat, and even enhancing your sleep? Stick with me, because in this guide, we're diving deep into natural solutions that actually work. From the foods you eat to the way you breathe, I'll walk you through every step you need to take to finally feel that sweet relief. By the end, you'll know how to clear your throat, stop that constant coughing, and breathe easier, all without relying on harsh chemicals or expensive treatments. So, are you ready to take control of your health and kick that pesky phlegm to the curb? Let's get started. First up, let's figure out what's really going on with all that mucus and why it seems to never leave you alone. Phlegm. It's one of those things we'd rather not think about, but when it shows up, it's impossible to ignore. So, what exactly is it? Phlegm is that sticky mucus your body produces to protect your airways and keep them moist. Think of it like the body's natural filter, catching dust, bacteria, and other junk before it causes trouble. But when it piles up, oh, that's when things get messy, literally. It can block your breathing, scratch up your throat, and leave you feeling downright miserable. Now, why does it suddenly feel like your throat turned into a swamp? Most of the time, excess phlegm shows up when your body's under attack, whether it's from a cold, allergies, or even irritants like smoke and pollution. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's up. But let's be real, understanding that doesn't make it any less annoying. You just want it gone, right? Here's the kicker, not all mucus is bad. In fact, it's a key player in your overall health. It helps maintain balance in your respiratory system, aids in preventing infections, and even keeps your airways hydrated. But too much of it? That's when it shifts from helpful to harmful. It clogs things up, messes with your voice, and makes you feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of coughing. And hey, don't worry if you feel overwhelmed by it, there's good news ahead. Clearing phlegm doesn't have to be a complicated process. From understanding why it happens to learning how to break it down and flush it out, you're about to get the full rundown. Speaking of which, let's dive into one of the simplest and most effective strategies, hydration. Trust me, it's a game changer. When it comes to thinning mucus, water is your best friend, seriously, don't underestimate it. Staying hydrated keeps that sticky phlegm from turning into a thick, stubborn mess that clogs your throat. Aim for about 8 glasses a day, but listen to your body, it knows what it needs. And hey, if plain water feels boring, jazz it up with a squeeze of lemon or a splash of cucumber. Both can add a refreshing twist while giving your immune system a little love, too. But water isn't your only weapon. Herbal teas, like peppermint or chamomile, are superstars for loosening mucus and soothing your throat. Picture this, a warm cup of tea in your hands, steam rising, as you let the natural anti-inflammatory properties do their thing. Not a tea person? Try warm broths instead, they hydrate and comfort in one go. Just steer clear of caffeine or alcohol, they'll only dry you out, and that's the last thing you need. Here's another tip, think about your environment. Dry air can make mucus even thicker, so investing in a good humidifier can be a game changer. Place it in your bedroom while you sleep, and you'll wake up breathing easier, without that annoying frog in your throat feeling. If a humidifier isn't an option, try a DIY approach. Drape a damp towel over a chair near a radiator or bowl of hot water, it works in a pinch. And don't forget about the power of steam. Taking a warm shower or doing a quick steam inhalation session can work wonders for breaking down mucus. Just fill a bowl with hot water, lean over it with a towel over your head, and breathe deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. It's simple, effective, and feels like a mini spa moment for your airways. Speaking of remedies, let's explore some natural ways to get even faster relief. Let's talk about quick fixes for that stubborn phlegm. One of the easiest and fastest remedies is steam inhalation. Imagine wrapping yourself in warmth as steam gently loosens the gunk stuck in your throat. Fill a bowl with boiling water, toss in a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil, and lean in under a towel. Inhale deeply, and you'll feel your airways opening up like magic. Do this a couple of times a day, and you'll notice a big difference. Another tried and true trick is a saltwater gargle. Yeah, it sounds old school, but it works. Mix half a teaspoon of salt in a glass of warm water, gargle for about 30 seconds, and spit it out. This helps break down mucus while soothing any irritation in your throat. Plus, it's perfect for when you're dealing with that scratchy, sore feeling that phlegm loves to cause. Pro tip: do this after meals to clear out any lingering debris, too. Honey is another superstar remedy you've probably got sitting in your kitchen right now. A spoonful of raw honey mixed with warm water can coat your throat and provide instant relief. Add a dash of lemon, and you're not just calming your throat, you're boosting your immunity. This duo has been trusted for centuries, and for good reason. It's natural, effective, and, let's be honest, tastes way better than most over-the-counter syrups. Feeling adventurous? Try turmeric milk, also known as golden milk. Mix a teaspoon of turmeric powder with warm milk, add a pinch of black pepper for absorption, and sip it before bed. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory properties will help clear out mucus while calming your throat overnight. And don't worry, if you're not a milk fan, turmeric tea works just as well. Next up, let's dive into the foods that can either make or break your battle with phlegm. Believe it or not, what you eat can either help you clear that stubborn phlegm or make it 10 times worse. Let's start with the good stuff. Foods like ginger, garlic, and turmeric are natural mucus busters. Ginger tea or a warm ginger shot can give you that spicy kick while reducing inflammation. And garlic? It's not just for warding off vampires, it's packed with antimicrobial properties that can help fight off infections causing that excess mucus in the first place. On the flip side, there are some foods you'll want to avoid when you're dealing with phlegm. Dairy often gets the blame for thickening mucus, and while it's not a villain for everyone, it's worth cutting back if you feel extra congested after a bowl of ice cream or a latte. Processed foods and sugary snacks are also no-goes. They can trigger inflammation and make your body work harder to fight off what's clogging up your system. If you're looking for foods that actively help, grab a citrus fruit. Oranges, lemons, and grapefruits are loaded with vitamin C, which not only boosts your immunity but also helps thin out mucus. Add them to your water, toss them in a salad, or snack on them throughout the day. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are also your friends, packed with antioxidants to support a healthier respiratory system. And don't forget about spicy foods. A little heat from chili peppers or horseradish can work wonders to clear out your sinuses and loosen mucus. Think of that satisfying burn you get from spicy salsa or a dash of hot sauce. It's like a natural decongestant. Now that you've got your grocery list sorted, let's move on to some breathing exercises that'll help you breathe easier and feel better in no time. When phlegm feels like it's taking over, sometimes all you need is the power of your breath to clear things up. Diaphragmatic breathing, also called belly breathing, is a simple yet effective technique. Sit comfortably, place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach, and take a deep breath in through your nose. Focus on making your stomach rise, not your chest, as you breathe in. Slowly exhale through pursed lips. This method helps expand your lungs fully, pushing out trapped mucus while calming your mind. Another great technique is humming breath. Yes, humming. Inhale deeply through your nose, and as you exhale, hum gently like you're singing your favorite tune. The vibration helps loosen mucus in your airways and stimulates sinus drainage. Plus, it's surprisingly relaxing, kind of like a mini meditation session. If you're not into singing, no problem, just hum softly for a few minutes and notice the difference in how you feel. If you're feeling particularly blocked up, try the cough-suppressing breath trick. Take a deep breath through your nose, hold it for a count of 3, and then cough sharply into a tissue as you exhale. This helps move mucus out of your throat without putting strain on your voice or causing irritation. Just remember to stay hydrated afterward, as coughing can sometimes dry out your throat. And for when you really want to amp up your breathing game, practice alternate nostril breathing. Hold one nostril closed with your finger, inhale deeply through the other, then switch sides and exhale. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's amazing for clearing congestion and balancing your breathing patterns. With these techniques in your toolkit, you're well on your way to breathing freely again. Speaking of tools, let's wrap everything up and reflect on how these steps can transform your health. Remember how frustrating it felt to deal with that constant coughing and throat clearing, like you were stuck in an endless loop of discomfort? Now you've got the tools to break free. From understanding what's really behind all that phlegm to tackling it with simple hydration tricks, natural remedies, and breathing exercises, you're set to breathe easier and feel lighter every single day. But here's the thing, knowledge without action doesn't lead to change. Are you ready to start drinking that warm ginger tea or trying out belly breathing tonight? What small step can you take right now to start feeling relief? Think about it, because every small action adds up to a healthier, happier you. And hey, we've got so much more to explore together. If you're serious about building a life filled with energy, balance, and true well-being, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll never miss out on tips that could transform your health. You've already started taking control, now let's keep the momentum going.